Hey, Shalom. All glorification, honor, and praises is due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. And double honors, as always, is due unto the venerable apostles of the Great Millstone, along with the bishops and Sequaniam, who rule and guide the church well. And I want to say salutations to you, Akim, out there doing the work of the Lord sincerely and truly on the highways and hedges throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching, teaching, and prophesying the right way, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel. On down all those among Israel who have believed our report, the men, women, children, believers, they too are going to be delivered out of this coming destruction, which is going to be compliments of the ICBMs and the chariots of the Lord. All right, real quick. Um, Through the Spirit, I seen this yesterday on Zero Hedge. Day is Thursday, August the 10th, 2023, the hopeful year that all these prophecies come to pass. And I meant to, you know, bring this out, yesterday, just do a quick lesson on a prophecy in short. Because it's the signs of the times, man. We always talk about when I say we, excuse me, Salakia, I'm speaking of, us as the hopeful elect, those of us with the right doctrine, starting at the top with the pillars of the church. Okay. It begins with them, the apostles, the great millstone, the bishops, the elders, okay, on down. You know, um, you could really do a MOTB cometh, video every day. And, a lot of men who are doing this work, that's exactly what they do. Okay. Because it's so important, it's so crucial, because if you don't get this right, and you wind up, you know, bowing your knee to the image of Baal, if you wind up, you know, if you continue, Salakia, to wander after the beast, all right, and you let this, madman Esau, all right, starting with his leech, you let him micro C hip you, you're done for, man. There's no, coming back, you know, if you take this thing. And so, we ought to be blowing the trumpet daily, you know, we ought to be blowing the trumpet daily. And we are, okay, as the men who the Lord, commissioned, okay, and as the men whom he set upon that wall, all right, to watch over you, tribes, man. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and American Indians. You are the Lord's chosen people in the earth, and it's our duty, as watchmen, to send out the warning. Hold on, let me. Several scriptures are coming to mind, and I don't have anything lined up. All right, per se, but several things are hitting right now. Let me get Let's go to Ezekiel's 3, and I'll read a little bit of this, and then we'll get out of here. Ezekiel chapter 3, and verse 10. That's like you. We'll start in 10. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'll start in 10. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 10. And it reads, Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart, all right, or mind, and hear with thine ears. All right, and that's what's happened to us. We've received these, words, okay? We've taken them in, man, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shai. It says, and go, okay? And that's what brothers do, man. They go. All right, we go into the highways and hedges, man, and we compel you Israelites to come into the Lord's house, okay? The Bayaf Dawadah, the house of David that's being raised up in these last days. That spiritual tabernacle that the Lord's dealing with, okay? The elect, It says, and go, get thee to them of the captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. And that's the thing, 2/3 of our people are gonna, they're gonna forbear. They're not gonna hear. But we're still commanded, to go and get the blood off our hands. All right, and send out that warning, man. Blow the trumpet. Okay. Um. Let's see, Matthews. Matthews. All right. Matthew chapter 3 and verse 7. Well, let me start in 5. It says, then went out to him Jerusalem and all Judea and all the region round about Jordan were baptized of him, speaking of John the Baptist, in Jordan, confessing their sins. All right, which, sin is the transgression of the law. That's 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. It says, but when he saw many of these Pharisees and Sadducees, okay, it says, come to his baptism, he said unto them, O generation of vipers, who hath warned you to flee from the wrath to come? Okay, so that's what we're doing, man. We're warning you, all of you among Israel, to flee the wrath that's coming. Okay, to flee the wrath that's coming. Again, in the form of those ICBMs, ultimately, that's going to be the ultimate plague, that hits Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, again, along with the laser beams coming out of them ships. Okay, Slovakia. All right, again, I was zerohedge.com. Well, look at the time, 10:44 a.m. 144. The apostle says Kenya kicks eye scanning Worldcoin to the curb, refuses to become data harvesting guinea pigs. And there's Israelites all over the continent of Africa, so-called Africa. Okay, because that in the Bible that landmass is referred to as the land of Ham. Okay, Ham, the so-called Africans. You also got Cush out there. Okay, the Ethiopians. All right, but in places like Cameroon um, Cameroon, Nigeria, um, Ghana. Okay, and on the west coast of Africa, you got lots and lots of Israelites. Okay, so the continent of Africa, okay, is fed up with Esau's bullshit, and a lot of these countries, and a lot of their leaders, are more than leery of this technology. Okay, and over in America, you got the 2/3 not giving a fuck about nothing except bread and circus, and so they just gonna flat out take it with no questions asked. When you Jakes can't go to the tellers no more and get your money out and get your cash, it won't be long after that you're gonna go, man. You know, and you're gonna let Esau digitally mark you. All right, you're gonna let him digitally mark you, and that's gonna be a wrap for you. All right, but again, these countries over in Africa, they ain't having it, man. Look what's going on in Niger. Okay, with the coup that's taking place, they're cutting off France. Okay, no more uranium for France. They sick of it. They sick and tired of it, man. Them so-called South Africans, they giving you so-called Boers, okay, Edomites. You so-called white, but they giving you hell, man, running you off your land, killing you. Literally, like the Elder Malcolm has said in one of his latest videos, chasing you out the world, man. Which the Prophet Job said that would come to pass. Says the Kenyan Ministry of the Interior last week suspended a controversial tech firm, Worldcoin, and any similar entities from operating in the country. They got that orb, which orb, spelled backwards is of course bro, right? As in Big Brother, wants to scan your eyeball, and ultimately Big Brother, wants to see hip you, wants to karagma you. All right. So in order that you may buy or sell. Okay, it says co-founded by OpenAI Sam Altman, Worldcoin offers free crypto tokens worth roughly $50 to people willing to have their eyeball scanned by a device called the Orb. So you're gonna sell your, that's yeah. Ultimately, people are gonna sell your soul for a morsel of meat, man. Same way Esau did, selling his birthright, which was all set up in the spirit for him to do that. Anyways, it always belonged to Jacob, man. All right, this is a quote from Kenyan Cabinet Secretary Alfred Mutua. He says relevant security, financial services, and data protection agencies have commenced inquiries and investigations to establish the authenticity and legality of the aforesaid activities, the safety and protection of the data being harvested, and how the harvesters intend to use the data. Okay? End quote, reads a statement from the ministry issued last week. He goes on to say, quote, let us support the stoppage of Kenyans being used as guinea pigs and their data being harvested. You have to ask yourself, while your eyes are being scanned and information gathered, what does it mean, and what will it mean to you and your offspring? All right, end quote. See, they're over there asking questions. Again, they tired of it, man. They know what Esau's up to. The scriptures talks about, not being ignorant of his devices. I might as well get that. But again, 2/3 of our people over here, man, that's exactly what you are. You're ignorant of his devices. We know what he's up to. We know his schemes. We know all about his, NWO and what he ultimately wants to do. All right, regarding this technology. Okay, he wants to put you on a digital plantation, man. All right, he wants your soul, man. He wants to snatch souls. Okay, 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And here it is, these Kenyans, they ain't ignorant of his devices. All right, but you Americans, man, you boneheaded Babylonian Egyptian jakes, you completely ignorant. You ignoramuses, man, and a bunch of fucking retards. All you know is the weekend's coming. You got to go see the dope man. You got to go commit all kinds of abomination, eat all kinds of abomination, commit adultery, go fuck your brother's wife. And that's all you know. All y'all care about is doing fucking wickedness, man, and being demons. Damn, man. You don't stop to ask yourself questions. Like these are life altering. You know, this has life. Well, what am I trying to say? This is a life or death situation, man. Okay, like I say, if you don't get this right, go and read Revelation 14 to find out what your fate is. Another CS. All right, Kithuri Kindiki assured citizens that the government would undertake all measures to ensure public safety and the integrity of financial transactions involving so many citizens, according to Kenyans.co.ke. Now, ultimately, this is going to be implemented on a global scale. There's the devils behind Worldcoin, and they are complete fucking devils, man. All right. Hey, talking about World ID is built for privacy. We look forward to resuming operations while continuing global rollout. See? That's what I just said. All right, that's the spirit. So again, these African nations, they're gonna have Esau's gonna have a lot of pushback. All right. And there's going to be a lot of blowback here in America because there's a lot of so called Christians, especially here in the Bible Belt, that know the MOTB is the C hip. And, hey, this ain't going to go over well in America. Okay. With these, again, with these Bible thumping plantation Christians. All right. So, hey, Lord willing, he was edified through the Spirit. I'm going to cut it right there. All right. Hey, continue to watch and pray. With that, I don't want to say shalom.